Hello there guys and welcome back to Blues Fans TV for another Premier League match preview of mine as Chelsea are to take on Tottenham Hotspur at Stamford Bridge tomorrow afternoon on Sunday afternoon, with the kickoff being at 4:30 p.m. UK time. And what a huge game that is. It really doesn't get much bigger than this for us. Not only are we playing Tottenham, we're also actually fighting at the top of the table against each other, really. And in some regard, for the bloody league title, if you think about it. And their manager is Jose bloody Mourinho. Like, imagine, in summer of 2006, you told the Chelsea fan that in 2020, we'd play Tottenham, who are top of the league, with Frank Lampard as our manager and Mourinho at Spurs. And not a single fan allowed in the stadium. They probably believe all the 2012 stuff, pardon. And they definitely think you're absolutely mental, that's for sure, honestly. What a huge game that is. But before getting into it, and before talking about everything there is to know, whether it's predicted lineups, whether it's all the team news, injury news from Frank Lampard's pre-match press conference, what to look out for when it comes to Tottenham, let me remind you to please subscribe to Blues Fans TV. That'd be massively appreciated. Every new subscriber counts. So if you're new here, please be sure to subscribe and smash that like button. Really, cheers me up, helps us out a lot because it helps push these videos out to more people. So if you're here, smash that like button right now. It doesn't cost you any money, barely costs you any time, and I'm just going to keep talking anyway. So go down below, smash that like button. That'd be bloody brilliant. And of course, also be sure to subscribe to my personal channel, which is Laurens Vescoli, to which the link is down in the description or up there. If you click the I button, I do in-depth analysis of every single Chelsea game the day after every single Chelsea game. And, you definitely want to get involved, trust me, because it's really engaging. I get your thoughts, your opinions involved. And, yeah, like I said, you just want to be involved. Believe me, you really, really do. And the last thing before getting into the video, do pre-order Football Manager 21 with the link down in the description and get 10% off using the code BluesFansTV. And also, if you want to order any of the new Chelsea kits, make sure you use the other link down in the description and use our promo code READY for 25% off everything until tonight at midnight. So, make sure you make use of that promo code. Use the link down in the description to make it available. And yeah, that'd be massively appreciated. And of course, that's enough of that. Let's get into the video itself. And of course, as usual, starting it off with team news that Frank Lampard provided in his pre-match press conference. And all we have today is great news, because everyone is fit and in contention to play. And that includes Captain America himself, Christian Pulisic. And even if he wasn't actually mentioned, like name by name, I guess, in the press conference, it also means Billy Gilmore. I don't know whether he will be on the bench, definitely won't start, but he is in contention, he is fit, he's played a couple of games for the under-23s as well, so, that's bloody brilliant. Lampard did hint that it's very unlikely for Christian Pulisic to start, and that we also need to check out how match fit Kai Havertz is, but everyone is fit enough to at least make the bench. And with that info of team news, let's get into the teams I myself would field, and then my predicted 11 for tomorrow's game. And I'm actually going to keep this one rather short today. I don't want to see any funny business. I don't want to see no 3-4-3s or even 4-2-3-1s, and I don't want to see no pressing or just sitting back and to stop them countering us. Nah, I want us to play our game because we are really good, and because we're really good, we're going to manage to stop them from countering even by playing our own style. That's what I want to see. That's what I believe. So I'm going to go with the 4-3-3 with one DM and two number 8s, as well as our current fittest and most used to each other players. That's what's going to be my team. So Thiago Mendy, Edouard Mendy in goal. Of course, Thiago Silva as the left centre back, Kurt Zouma as the right centre back, Ben Chilwell at left back, Reece James at right back, N'Golo Kante as that defensive midfielder, Mateo Kovacic as the right-sided central midfielder, because I don't think Kai Havertz is physically ready for a possible Battle of the Bridge 2.0, if you will, because he missed 2 weeks still, played only 20 minutes against Rennes midweek. I don't think he's quite ready to start the game. Probably better to start him against Sevilla in midweek, I would personally say. And then, of course, Mason Mount is the left-sided central midfielder because he just has to start. At the moment, he's really one of the guys that makes us tick, especially with the press. Hakim Ziyech, in my opinion, and his one of a left foot, of course, has to start on the right wing. Timo Werner, in my opinion, should be in the left wing again with his shooting boots, please. That I heard actually he found since Tuesday, which is brilliant, because I would love to not criticise him for missing chances like I did after Newcastle and like I did after Rennes. So I just hope he found his shooting boots. I heard he did, and I hope he's going to score a hat-trick against Spurs. That'd be bloody brilliant. And of course, Tammy Abraham then starts up top. Yes, you could say Havertz should start. You could even say Drew should start, or Aspie, because he's defensively better than Reece James. But these 11 players that I just named played the most games together recently. And personally, I do believe that is very, very important in the big game. There is the most possible chemistry between the players on the pitch, I guess. But as for my predicted 11, the team I think Frank Lampard will pick, I really can't decide between two. Either he's going to go for exactly the same lineup I would go for, literally the exact same, and for most likely the exact same reasons as well, or he's going to start that funny business that I don't want to see and go for a 3-4-3. He didn't when we played them in the League Cup, but that was a 4-2-3-1 at the time. And even though we were really good in that first half, and, could have really won the game in the first half already, but just didn't take our chances, we then really struggled in the second half. And I'm a bit worried that will make him pick 3 centre-backs, in all honesty. And if he does pick 3 centre-backs, this is the team I think he will field. As you can see on screen, of course, still Edouard, Mendy in goal. Azpilicueta comes into one of the, the back 3, I guess, as the right side of centre-back. Thiago Silva as the central centre-back, and Kurt Zouma as the left side of centre-back. Reece James, right wing-back. Chilwell, left wing-back. Then a midfield 2 of them got a Kante and Mason Mount, even though I'm actually not sure that's what Frank would pick, but, let me just explain. It's more hope, I guess, but he did well in that position for England. Okay, it wasn't quite an opposition of the level of Tottenham, but still, I just think in a 2-man midfield that aren't really defensive midfielders, which of course in a 3-4-3, the 2 centre mids, I guess, aren't. Mount next to Kante is just better than Kovacic or Jorginho, to be honest. I just think it works better. So if we're going to do 3-4-3, put Mount next to Kante, in my opinion. But then he would of course still have the same front 3 of Ziyech, Werner, and Tammy Abraham. And like I said, this is the team I would pick. This is the team I'm fearing Frank might pick, or the same team as myself. And I just believe 4-3-3 is our way to 3 points in this game. And don't get it twisted. I want us to win this game. And I believe we can win this game. And there are a few things that we need to do well to achieve that. Number 1, be clinical. Spurs are usually good, very good defensively. They have the best defense in the league, especially when they sit back, which I expect them to do. They're really good at that. They know what they're doing. Mourinho is their manager. Obviously, they're good at that. Number 2, press well and press as a team, especially pressing from our defenders and midfielders when Spurs are in transition. And I do apologise about the ambulance noises in the background. Like I said before, I do live very close to the hospital, and they literally just drove past my house. Any which way, like I said, we really need to press well, especially the defenders and the midfielders, of course the attackers as well, but the defenders and the midfielders when Spurs are on transition. Before these long balls to Heung-Min Son or whoever else over the top can be played, we need to be on them. Because if you're right on them, they can't play these passes perfectly. Sometimes they might still get the pass off, but they might not get as much accuracy and not even the right power on it. So if we do those things well, we very much so stop the threat of Heung-Min Son. And then number 3, we need to be aware and concentrated, both on and off the ball. On the ball, we need to move it really well and really quickly, but not make sure and not lose it in stupid positions, I mean, because that's incredibly dangerous against them. For exactly the reason I just mentioned, those long balls over the top to Heung-Min Son, because his pace is ridiculous. And, we of course need to be very aware and concentrated off the ball as well. Someone needs to follow Harry Kane when he's dropping deep, which he will, a bit like Roberto Firmino at Liverpool does at times. Someone needs to follow him with that. But someone fast, please, needs to be after Heung-Min Son when he makes that run, because that's what happens. Kane drops and Heung-Min Son darts in behind for either Kane or Ndombele or whoever else to find him with the ball over the top. And, either someone really fast has to be on him to actually stay with him and, stop him from scoring, or the offside trap has to work perfectly. And like I said already, we're good. We will create chances. I can absolutely guarantee that. We just need to take them. Outwork Spurs, and the boys need to show what they can do. If we have such a good team these days, if these boys do show what they can do, we have a better team than Tottenham in my opinion. If they show what they can do, then we'll win. Then we will win. But with that, I guess let's talk about Tottenham. They are currently top of the league, as crazy as that may sound, with 20 points from 9 games, okay, joint with Liverpool, but still, on goal difference, top of the league, winning 6, drawing 2, and losing 1, having conceded the least amount of goals in the league with 9, like I said already, but also having the joint second best attack with 21 goals scored, just 1 less than ourselves, Chelsea, and we're top in that statistics. The only league game they've lost was against Everton, actually on match day 1. Since then, they've had some bad results, like drawing 3-3 against West Ham after being 3-0 up. But recently, their form just shows win after win after win after win. Although, hey, if you look at their form, it's a lot easier to have win after win after win when you're in the Europa League playing against Ludogorets rather than Sevilla. So, you have to take that into account to some extent as well. But still, let's not take anything away from them. No matter how much I hate them, they're good. And it's Jose Mourinho's 2nd season there, so it's not a surprise that they're good. People might slander him. But if you don't accept that Jose Mourinho is one of the best managers of all time and is still one of the best managers right now, you're a fool. It might not have worked out at Man United, But you're a fool if you don't think he's any good. And especially that connection between Harry Kane and Heung-Min Son is scary. And how Jose seems to have moulded Harry Kane into a very different player. Not just a goal scorer and poacher anymore, and a finisher, which in my opinion he kind of was to some extent. He's now pretty much a playmaker while still scoring. With 7 goals and 9 assists this season, while Heung-Min Son is on 9 goals and 2 assists. To be fair, they beat Southampton 5-2 early in the season, and Kane got all 4 assists for all of Son's 4 goals just in that one game, so I guess that kind of skews the stats. But still, you know, Son and Harry Kane have a great chemistry, link-up chemistry, whatever, and Kane gets a lot of assists for Son, so, you know, really moulded Harry Kane into a different player, and it's honestly not something I expected Harry Kane to ever turn into, in all honesty, but hey, that might be just my bad, really. All in all, they're a really good team, and we need to be at our best to win the game. But I believe that the apprentice, Frank Lampard, will show up his master, Jose Mourinho, tomorrow. Like he's already done twice last season when we did the league double over. And by the way, the first ever manager, Frank Lampard, was to do the league double over Mourinho. Like ever. No Pep Guardiola has done that. No one ever has done that. No Rafa Benitez, no one. Frank Lampard was the first one to do the league double over Jose Mourinho last season. And I think we're going to continue the run tomorrow. And therefore, my score prediction is going to be a 2-1, a narrow 2-1 win. Because as much as I sound confident and whatever else, I still think it's going to be a very difficult and narrow game. So a 2-1 win, exactly like at the Bridge last season, which I was at. But let's see if this time VAR brings his glasses. You know, the actual virtual assistant referee, the guy that sits in front of the monitor. Let's hope he brings his glasses this time. Because, you know, this time around, I can't tell him from about 70 yards away that there should have been a red card. That's how obvious it was. They still didn't give it. So let's hope none of that calamity happens again. But that's really it from me. I really do appreciate every single one of you that has tuned in. I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm really, really excited for the game. If you are as well, be sure to subscribe to check out our post-match reaction. Tune in for everything. Subscribe if you haven't already. Drop a like on this video if you enjoyed it. Drop a like on the video if you're excited for the game tomorrow, because I really am. And like I said in the beginning already, be sure to subscribe to Laos1507. Not Laos1507. Well, check out Laos1507 on Twitter and Instagram, but check out my YouTube channel, Laurens Vescoli, to which the link is down in the description or up there if you click the I button, and you know, to check out in-depth analysis of every single Chelsea game the day after every single Chelsea game. That'd be massively appreciated. And just lastly, let me mention our sponsors one last time. Pre-order Football Manager 21 with the link down in the description and get 10% off using the code BluesFansTV. And also, if you want to order any of the new Chelsea gear, make sure you use the other link down in the description and use our promo code READY for 25% off everything until midnight tonight. So make sure, you know, you make use of it with the link down in the description. But yeah, that's really been it for me. Like I said already, really, really excited for the game tomorrow. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Up the Chelsea, come on the Chelsea, and I'll see you when I see you.